Can anyone riddle me this? Where in the world is Calendar San Diego? I just spent 3 weeks in Japan meeting up with some friends, proposing to my girlfriend, and going to shows because I take no days off. Our Japan tour took us to Fukuoka, to Beppu, Yufu, Osaka, Kobe, Nara, Kyoto, Kanazawa, Yokohama, and Tokyo. And I didn't come to relax. I came to take notes and answer questions that have long plagued me about Japan. Like, is the Dr. Pepper in Japan the same as it is back in America? Do the bullet trains really be going that fast? Does the Japanese scene know how much we watch and replicate the classic YouTube video Japanese Hardcore Mosh Style 2? How do we get our white-tailed deer to do this? I could go on forever. And I'll be honest, I left with more questions than I began the trip with. But I can say that the Dr. Pepper is pretty close, like a little different, but pretty close. I also found that music and shows aren't all that different between here and there. Like here, it's almost impossible to not see a show on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. During the week, there's still shows, but sparsely, or they involve international tour packages. Japanese venues also often run a drink ticket system, which is kind of like our minor surcharge. But with a drink ticket, you actually get a drink. Like Brittany had a straight-up pineapple juice on the rocks at one of the shows. And before we dig into the shows that we explicitly paid to see, let me show you some of the other musical acts that we saw more on accident. Starting with this Kuromi show we saw inside Universal Studios. 2025 marks the 20th anniversary of Sanrio's Kuromi and the 50th anniversary of My Melody. I hope they tour here soon. I would love to see them at the Sinkhole. Watch out, Blind Equation. You aren't the only ones using a keytar anymore. This is a random street performance we saw by Miru Kamiru on the way to an arcade in Osaka. Then our very first paid show was at Tokyo's Spotify O East, a one-band performance by Survive Said the Prophet. And check out this transition. Shit, I didn't know I was a filmmaker. I've been listening to this band for quite some time, so I'm glad I finally got to see them. And Rio from Gnosis also made an appearance, which was pretty cool. And now we head to BB Street, Yokohama, which fooled me because it is on the 12th story of this building. For you seasoned St. Louisers, it's like if the platypus was on top of Busch Stadium. I figured if we all jumped at the same time, we may move the venue to the 11th floor. Anyway, this was for Origami Angel's Asia tour, and opening tonight was Japan's own pop-punk easycore fusion, Good Grief. For those of you that like sing-along parts, please give their new single Good Times a listen, and honestly the rest of their music too. And the same sentiment goes for Anorak, an emo-y electronic-y band also from Japan. Followed by Forest from Singapore, who I had seen before, and namely with Ben Quad before they got like big. Come back to St. Louis soon, Forest. Then finally Origami Angel, who I had missed during Flyover Fest last year, but this is me making it up, seeing them for my 6th time here in Yokohama. I'm happy to be back. For show calendars, follow my stuff, and I'll see you at the next one.